Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter. And I welcome you back to the Mango Grove for another Bitcoin analysis video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to have to try and keep it down a little bit, trying to make sure Krisha doesn't hear me. She warned me not to do a video today, wants me to recover, etc., etc. But I decided to do one because, well, multiple reasons. One, got a lot of PMs from people that were a bit concerning. People have managed to get themselves into tricky positions, tricky trades that aren't going too well, and I want to address that because I do think it's going to be very, very educational, even for the long term, right? Number two, I also got PMs from people that were really, really sweet and, gave me a jolt of energy, and I have all this energy on me now. I have a huge smile on my face. People have been really kind. I wanted to kind of use that energy. Like, I'm sitting here with all this energy, it needs to be let out, man. And what better way than to do a video? Krisha's probably going to be upset, but hey, perhaps if you guys all be quiet and don't tell her we did a video, she won't know. She's going to find out, and hey, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta upset the wife for the better of the world. Okay, I have to try not to even laugh. My chest hurts. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first let me go ahead and give a big shout out to everybody who PM me with your kind messages. Really, really appreciate it. Special shout out to Rob. And okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull up his message. The reason I want to talk about Rob's PM specifically is because he touches on so many key points that I do want to address. And most importantly, guys, Rob has almost like no reason to message me for yet another time and express his appreciation. He's done it so many times in the past. I've known this guy for more than a year and a half now, right? He's been in the Mango Grove, in the Mango C program, watched him grow. And this guy, he has messaged me and expressed his appreciation, but he'll go ahead and take this time to write down this message yet again, one more time. And I want to encourage this kind of behavior from everyone in the community to express your appreciation to each other. Because I'm noticing recently in the Mango Telegram group, all of you guys have been so helpful and so kind to each other, which is really, really, really great, right? And I know nobody's expecting anything, which is even better, but you guys have no idea how far it goes to just express your appreciation to someone who has gone out of their way to explain something to you, to help you, taking the time out of their day to help you out, right? And you're feeling the appreciation, and he probably knows that too, but the fact that you go out of your way to just write a quick sentence or two will mean the world to the person. So this message from Rob, it turned my day around, man. Put a big smile on my face, and it means a lot coming from Rob. And who knows, maybe I wouldn't have had the energy to do today's video had he not messaged me, right? Maybe I would have just been like, I'll take a break today. But when I get these kind of messages, I get reminded of why I started Mango to begin with, right? Why I started doing these videos on YouTube. And yeah, so every time you guys think that somebody already knows that you're appreciative, just go ahead and express it anyways, guys. So that's essentially that rant. But let me go ahead and read out this message really quickly, because there's a couple of other things I do want to talk about within this message. He says, "Hey pal, hope you're feeling better. Just want to thank you and Krish for everything you do. You really have changed my life, man. The past 6 weeks I've 4x my trading account. Really, I'm trading the stress-free way. I do love my day trading because of all the buzz, but these past few months, I really see the Mango way is the best way." Now, this is something I do want to talk about, okay? This is really important, okay? And listen carefully. For those of you who are looking for calls on this video, just go ahead and find another video. Today's video is going to be mostly ranting and rambling. But the reason I think this is really important is because Rob has shown success in both styles of trading. The Mango way and the stressful day trading way, okay? Both. In fact, he's shown tremendous success. Something that I don't even know if I could have replicated day trading. I know I wouldn't have been able to. I don't have that kind of energy in me anymore to put in the way he did, right? He showed all of us in Seed how well he was doing. His entire trade log and everything. Yes, not every trade he was winning, but it didn't matter. On balance, he was raking in shitloads of money, right? But Now he's saying that, hey, in the past 6 weeks now, I'm really seeing that the mango way is the way to go. And you know why, guys? It's not because about the money. It's not only because of money. Life isn't about money, right? You always hear that. It's so cliche, but really think about why we all start trading. Most of us have started trading because we wanted to stop spending time with our bosses and the commute, etc., and more time with our loved ones, and have more time for ourselves and more time for our hobbies, etc., right? And that's what the mango way is all about, to free up time and let the profits come. And when they do come, they come in these big wins. And look at that, right? Just yesterday's video, I was talking about how, a lot of people have likely, if they traded the mango way, they have likely at least I didn't say at least 4x, I think I said 2x to 3x their account. But hey, he 4x his account, right? And that's what I mean. Just following the simple rules and simple strategies that we discuss, and keeping your risk management in control, and you can get these massive wins. I think the light bulb went off recently for Ollie too. He messaged me today thanking me for the risk management indicator as well as a risk management tool sheet. And he was like, man, it makes so much sense. Thank you so much for doing this for us. And again, that too added so much energy in me, right? Today it was a flurry of really, really kind-hearted messages from everyone. And man, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Patrick, as well. I'll go ahead and quickly show Patrick's message too. Let me just scroll up a little bit. No, it's right over here, actually. Hey, Sean, I'm just watching your C program videos. By the way, I'll be introducing all of you guys to Patrick very soon, those of you who are on the C program. He says, hey, Sean, I'm watching your C program videos and they are awesome. I am in the crypto trading space for a few years now, but I've never learned that much in such a short time. I really appreciate your work. So it's these kind of things, guys. Like it goes a long way. So if there's someone that you appreciate, go ahead and express your appreciation, because it can mean the world to them, and hey, it could turn their day around. Today I was not going to do a video, but suddenly I have all this energy, feeling really good about myself, and gonna do one anyways. That might not be the kind of video that a lot of you guys were expecting, but it is going to be a video that those of you who are serious about trading may likely find useful. So let's go ahead and discuss what is going on over here today, rather, or maybe in the past 12 hours. A lot of people FOMO'd into a trade, right? They FOMO'd into Bitcoin specifically. First it was Ethereum, right? Ethereum started pumping, and then it was Bitcoin, because Bitcoin started pumping. And each time they found themselves buying against major resistance without realizing that they're doing it, because they're letting the emotions of the chart control them, as opposed to being in control of their trading behavior. And there's a big difference there, guys. If you are being reactive to the chart, you ever find yourself reacting to the price, then you need to stop yourself, okay, and walk away. As much as you feel like you are going to miss something out, it doesn't matter. Just walk away. If you do not have a plan written down, that you said, if X, Y, and Z happens, I am going to trigger my trade almost immediately. If that's not part of your plan, just walk away. If you are reacting and you're saying, oh my God, Bitcoin's going up, how did I miss this? Holy, I don't want it to go to 20,000 without me, I'm just going to buy. If you're feeling that, not just for Bitcoin, with any trade, even if it's freaking real estate, because I have friends who got wrecked in Toronto buying pretty much the top of the market, and you don't want to be that kind of person, man, because you can fool yourself into telling yourself that, hey, everything will be okay, housing always goes up. But there's massive opportunity cost. If you buy a house for $700,000, okay, and you're putting a down payment on a $700,000 home, and it drops down to around $600 to $550, that's massive opportunity cost, because the down payment on a $500,000 home to a $700,000 home is massively different. And you could have taken that money and perhaps put into Bitcoin when it dumped into 4,000 region, right? So think about the opportunity cost too when you're deploying your capital. Don't just think about what you're missing with Bitcoin because it's going up to like 20,000. Think about, hey, if I am FOMOing into a bad trade over here and my money now gets trapped into a bad trade, or like a $700,000 home, what could I have done instead with the money while I'm trapped, right? Apologies, guys. Like I said, my chest is hurting and my throat isn't doing too well either. But yeah, always think about opportunity cost. It will help you guys not make bad decisions. Be like, what could I have done with this money? Can I buy Link instead? Can I buy Band instead? Is there something else that's dumping or doing well? Anything. I just think about opportunity. Don't get tunnel visioned into this. Okay. Now, that's the first thing you need to ask yourself. Is there opportunity elsewhere that I'm not recognizing? Because that's been my weakness in the past. I get tunnel visioned. Something that's never really affected me as much as other people that I know people struggle with is buying into resistance. Always step out and start with the weekly. Why, guys, why do you think Krisha starts with a higher time frame? Okay. Today I gave Vishal a taste of tough love in the Mango Seed chat. And whatever, if I'm ever like a little harsh with you guys in terms of tough love, just take that and multiply it by around 100, and that's the tough love I give Krisha, right? Krisha had a habit of buying in the middle of the range or buying closer to resistance sometimes back in the day. She doesn't do that anymore, and that's reflective in her videos, right? She's always starting with the weekly time frame. Okay, always starting with the weekly time frame because she wants to check if she's ever against resistance. And look at that, guys. We are flat against resistance, 11,444, right? 11,444 to 11,500. If you're using this region here, let me go ahead and adjust this a little bit. It needs to be a little higher. And do you really want to be buying against this region here? Right? Doesn't matter that Bitcoin could go up to 20,000. It's not closed above this region on the weekly time frame. If we're using the Mango principles, you wouldn't be buying over here, right? You'd wait for it to close above that level, and then you'd be okay buying higher. It's fine to buy higher as long as the resistance has now turned into support underneath you, because you don't care. Sorry, you don't care if Bitcoin, it doesn't matter, guys, whether you take a trade from this area to this area, right? Let's say it is a percent of 14. It's as good as taking a trade from this area to this area if the percent is again 14, right? There you go, around 16%. Doesn't matter. It's the same trade. You missed the first one, just wait for the next setup, okay? And if we closed above here around 11,400, then you could have looked for a next big trade, and that one, guys, would be higher probability of getting to 20,000 than this one, because this one is still sitting against a major macro resistance. Why would you be looking to buy against this? So control your emotions. Don't let the fact that you're watching the 1 hour chart, the green candles, go up and up and up and up and make you feel like, oh, this is just going to keep going and going and going and going. Don't let that happen. These charts are designed to draw in your money so that you could be sold into. Always think about that, all right? Until you get to a stage, which is, let's say this is the beginning of your trading journey, right? Again, a lot of rambling today, and this is the end where there's never an end. You're always learning, but at one point it becomes diminishing returns. It's really hard to improve. But over here, you need to always doubt what you're doing and be like, am I buying against resistance? Am I making the right move? Always scrutinize. And then you get to a stage somewhere in the middle where you think, wait a minute, this can't be that easy. The market isn't that dumb, because you've gone through a lot of pain during this stage, right? And you're always cynical and scrutinizing every trade opportunity because you're like, this is too easy. But it was that easy. It was the mango way. It was the stress-free way. But you didn't take the trade, because you're doubting everything because of what you went through in the past, and then you miss the trades. And then you get to this stage over here eventually where, again, we were talking about this in Mango Trading, in the Mango Grove, where it's no longer about having to improve on how you take your losses, but improve on how you take your profits, or more so, how your losses are now in profitable regions and how you can squeeze more of your trade, etc., etc. Anyways, a lot of rambling today, apologies. So we were talking about what? Buying against resistance, right? So in the weekly time frame, we're sitting against resistance, but somehow people found themselves buying over here because they didn't zoom out, they didn't step out, they did not wait for the chart to actually develop itself over the entire week. We just started this week, guys. We just freaking started this week. What are we in? Tuesday? Yeah. We just started this week. So when was the right time to be buying? Well, you need to buy closer to support and not closer to resistance. We are sitting against resistance right now. Even if you turned on the Ichimoku Cloud, you're going to see that we are flat against the Ichimoku top of the cloud, right? We've been talking about this for so long, guys. The top of the cloud, we finally got the edge to edge, and now you're buying against resistance? Okay, maybe you weren't looking at the Ichimoku, okay? But it's still no excuse. What were you looking at then? Just the price going up? That's not a trade. That's a gamble, okay? So When was the right time to buy? Well, where was your support? 9,700-ish, right? You could have literally, there are multiple ways to look at, to play this. Let me go ahead and find a brand new chart. A fresh chart. Let's use Coinbase, and this should work. All right, so it's a clean chart, and the one way to do this was simply wait for the weekly to close above 9,700. Okay, and right over here when we closed at around 9,966, you guys flat out long that. Now I wasn't interested in that trade. I would not have taken that trade. Okay, but that would have been fine. Okay, if you're playing the weekly time frame and you're doing the mango way and you're willing to be patient, that would have been a good trade. But I would not have looked for that trade. To me, the trade was on the 2-day time frame. We talked about it. We built up to the setup a very long time, for a very long time. When we closed about the Tenkin, 2 candles, got it. Easy trade around 9,550-ish and got the move to the upside. Now, let's say you missed this one, okay? Again, I know for those of you who are looking for what Bitcoin is going to do, this video is not for you. Go ahead and find another video. Perhaps watch yesterday's video, might be more helpful. Today's video, we're talking about just trying to learn from mistakes that you may have made or perhaps can avoid in the future. So let's say you missed the 2-day candle trade right over the Tenkin. Where was your next opportunity? Well, we talked about one. You could have longed right when you got the weekly candle close at 9,900. I wouldn't have liked that trade, but like I said, it would have been fine. There was another one though, right? There was another one that we talked about. We talked about in the let me go ahead and pull up the previous chart, because we did go ahead and mark out that region right over here at around 10,200, 10,150-ish, right? Right over here, because this was a major region. We talked about it in yesterday's video. Go ahead and watch it. But as soon as we start confirming multiple 4-hour candles above that region, you could have looked for a continuation play on that. And that is something I do like, because the 10,200 region was so key, just rounding off to 10,200, of course. But because that region was so key right over here, guys, as soon as we start closing multiple candles above it, we could have looked for continuation. And look at that. This entire zone was not just us closing multiple candles, but it was also a bull flag, right? And again, we talked about this in the Discord. Let me go ahead and pull that up. This is for those of you guys who are on the seed, by the way. I think you guys can see. Let me see. Confirm. Yeah, you guys can see. So, right. Was it here? Yeah. So, I'm like, morning, boys. We had a fantastic close on Bitcoin. And clearly, the volatility is back. Momentum. Continuation play over here based off this 4-hour candle close. And we are looking for a retest of that 10,200 region wick. And then continuation up to, hey, I would have looked for it. If I was playing this as a range trade, of course, I'm trend trading this. I'd be looking for that 10,850 region as the next area. Of course, we cleared that, and now we're using that as support, right? This is what I mean by an SNR flip. But this was the next play, and we posted this in the Mango Seed. If you guys are in the I don't want to say Mango Seed chat. This is the Mango Plays, available currently only for people in the Mango Seed. And the reason why, guys, is because I can post something like this, and I can trust the Mango Seed guys to use the proper risk management tools that I've given them, and use the proper theory and control their emotions, because we talk so much about trading psychology, we talk so much about risk management throughout the program. I trust them to have the theory to execute on this well and manage their risk. For example, even over here, right, the band trade, we said, hey, this is make or break. If band closes underneath over here, the trade is done, the trend is over, and we will be getting out of it. The trend is done. However, there's an opportunity to bounce as well and then have continuation. It's always if this, then that. Unfortunately, band actually broke down over here, and this should have been a big sign for a lot of you guys that, hey, Bitcoin might be doing something. The market is showing us signs. This is why I trade altcoins against Bitcoin, guys, is because it can show you when Bitcoin is beginning to strengthen. And as soon as we start losing this major area over here, it was a big sign to start getting out of altcoins. But at the very least, you get out of your band trade, right? At least the way we were playing it over here. Okay, so that's let me go ahead and hide this. Is there anything else I do want to talk about? We are talking about Bitcoin, right? So yeah, oh yeah, another thing I was saying in yesterday's video. There's no reason to FOMO into a trade, guys. We are sitting against major monthly resistance on the 10,000 level that we've not cleared yet because the month hasn't closed. Yes, you can say that we are living above it. We've taken out these highs. It's looking really good, okay? But all of this happened yesterday. When you guys were FOMOing into the trade, did you guys have a plan for this? Were you guys planning on market buying into resistance? If so, then then I'm no one to say anything. If you followed your plan, by all means. But if you did something and now you're in trouble because you're deep underwater and you're PMing me about it, clearly you do not have a plan, right? Because you wouldn't need to PM me about it. That's how I see it, at the very least. So let's go ahead and clear everything out now. Actually, there's something else I do want to talk about, but we go to a clean chart. Is there anything here? Nope. USD. Let's pull up the Coinbase chart again. Remove all drawings. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the monthly quickly. Now we do have some support over here. You could say support. It's not support just yet, but you can mark out this horizontal here at 10,800 and 10,800 to just round off. If you go ahead and switch on over to your lower time frames, you're going to see that Bitcoin is currently using that region as support, right? On the 12-hour, on the 4-hour, the daily, whatever it is. But the real support will only be support if the month closes above it. If we close underneath it, this is still resistance. So 10,800 is still resistance, okay? I'll be looking for a monthly candle close above 11,000. That's what I'm looking for. Until then, okay, there's no reason to be getting excited. While you guys are buying into that 11,000 and into that major weekly region over here, 11,500, I was actually selling calls against it. You were getting some really freaking good premium on these calls, man. Earlier this morning, it was unbelievable. So just ask yourselves at every time, am I the fool at the poker table when you're making these plays? Am I the fool? Because there's always somebody losing in the market. It's not. You could look at it as a zero-sum game, I guess, to keep it simple. But just ask yourself, am I on the other side of a bad trade? Always ask yourself that. That will help you keep your emotions in control. So again, weekly resistance right over here at 11,500-ish. Monthly resistance potentially at 10,800. Control your emotions, guys. All right, control your emotions and just be patient. Just be patient. Things are looking good, but we may see a pullback, have some sideways action, have some opportunities to add to your position or get into position at a lower price. No reason to let the charts control you. Make sure you want control. Do it the Mango way. Do it the stress-free way. I know this video wasn't helpful for many of you guys looking for calls, but I hope it was helpful for those of you guys who are looking to learn. Damn. Yeah. But is there anything else I can add value to over here in terms of, hey, let's do some analysis? I guess for us actually looking really good. Got front run on the 10 SMA. I was expecting a test of around 10,450-ish. Where did it come down to? 10,550-ish. Let's see if it can close over here. Yeah, let's 1 hour. Wow, front run the Kijun too. But I think we'll come back and give this a proper test of the 10,450. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just trying to not overtrade this over here. Trading it the stress-free way. Trend trading it. Got a really good position on the September's that too. So premium on that is increasing. This could be like a falling channel of some sorts. Again, my name is Sean Dexter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta end it out over here. Krisha just caught me as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. So leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of videos. I'll try and do it more often. Ciao guys. Bye.